Hey LAN party gamers, we're upgrading my VR den area here upstairs in the house, and we've removed the ammo can rig, which is, well, I don't know, maybe I'll sell it or something. Somebody who needs a decent system for light gaming or light VR. It's still a decent rig for all of that, but today we are focusing on a gift from Zotac Gaming. They sent over this VR backpack, which isn't the newest thing in town, but it is really cool. Using this backpack and harness, it clips directly onto you and allows you to play wirelessly without having to worry about being plugged into the wall, as long as the room you're in has base stations, which obviously we do. The other cool thing it has on it is the ability to not have your headset required to be plugged into power. So right on the top of the unit here, there are all the plugs you need for either the Oculus or the HTC Vive, which is what we're using. So it's got 2 batteries. It's supposed to give you about 1 hour to 2 hours of use, and then you can hot swap the batteries. We've got a total of 4 batteries and a cradle over here. The issue is that because of this unit is from the 8th generation of Intel CPUs, and a 1070 kind of gives you the history of how long ago this unit was produced, the batteries only last for maybe 20 minutes or a few Beat Saber songs or a little bit of Blade and Sorcery, basically. And that's just not feasible for what we're trying to do here or at cons. But what is feasible is its portability. It's basically a desktop with a built-in uninterruptible power supply. So what we're going to do today is mount it, as I trip over my stairs here, and then mount it up here on the wall, and then use these cable keepers that extend as you walk about the room to go up and over in the middle of our play space, and really make use of the fact that the cables come out of the top of the unit, and for the television, they come out the correct side to point right at the side of the television where it plugs in. So actually, I think this is going to be an excellent use case and free up some of this countertop here to put the controllers and chargers and things of that nature. So let's keep building. What we've done is we've taken off the back plate from the unit, which normally would slip into the actual backpack itself, the harness that you wear. And we've actually modified some L brackets to emulate these 4 holders that slip in right here and right here, respectively. So we went ahead and modified them to work up against the wall like that. And then they stick out enough to snag on those spots in the harness. So we found our stud here and there, and then we'll use a drywall anchor here and mount it like that and like that. That's in the wood. All right, got the first bracket up there, fairly level with the ceiling, and I guess it's time to test fit the rear plate without it being attached to the backpack, just to make sure that the width is correct, and then we'll have to figure out the height. So here we go. Seems pretty good. Okay, well that's it. Both the top and the bottoms are mounted, and it's pretty secure. There we go. So that fits in there and there. Now I just have to be able to do that again after it's attached to the backpack. So let's try doing that. Easier said than done. All right, and just like that, it is mounted to the wall And if I need it, I can just lift straight up and pull it away. Now it's time to do some cable management. Well, I've got to find a better way to hide these cables that go to the television and then the Ethernet and power, but it's a good start, and at least they face towards the TV. So I might be able to do something with those later, but considering I want to be able to take them in and out, if I bring this to events, I don't want to make it too hard to remove. My next step is using these guys here, figuring out exactly where I want to mount them so that the cable routes without drooping over the television, and making sure that they don't ruin my walls. Luckily, I know that 3M makes some good stuff, and that's what's on the back of these to keep them on there. So time to get up on the stool and wire these up. So I figured the first one's got to go in the corner. That way it can go straight up and over. Now the next one I'm going to have in line with the center of the room at a 90-degree angle from its finishing point, I think. But for now, that can stretch and be a nice little anchor for the headset. So we're going to route the cable straight up, over to the middle of the room, and then over into the center this way. Now it's time to actually do the routing. So I guess I should put the headset here and then go from the center of the room up and over. Now I don't have to go through the carabiners, I just have to clip them on. That's handy. There. I need to be able to see into the top of the unit to put this. There we go. All three are plugged in and we are ready to try it, I think. All right, so we'll boot it up. It's getting power from the wall, and the signal should be also going to the television. And it goes up and over and then down. And this is stretching pretty good here. Oh, and there's the TV signal. If we lift this up, these should just retract. So might have to fiddle with that a little bit. Okay, well, the real moment of truth is here. I've got the cable set up and everything seems to be working. I've got Steam VR booted up on the screen, and we're just going to see how much better it feels without having to worry about stepping over the cable all the time. And then we just got to do a little bit of cleanup. We're going to start off with a game that I've been playing that you do spin a lot around a lot, is actually Walkabout VR Mini Golf. I mean, yeah, I can go all the way from one side of my Guardian system to the other without worrying about the cable whatsoever. Not bad. Let's do a quick back nine here on the first level. Walk up to the hole. Not quite. Oh, and then the lighthouse. Well, there's no nothing stopping me from blocking the lighthouses and whatnot with this kind of VR setup. But yeah, I'm definitely going to give this a try. And big thanks to Zotac for sending out a grip load of shirts. If you want a shirt like this, make sure you sign up for the Lanathon. It's going to be at the end of June 2022. Sign-ups are available now on SanDiegoLand.net. And everybody coming should get a t-shirt. I got a whole big box of them. And as special thanks to Zotac for sending out the backpack rig, and now it is my wall-mounted PC rig. We will be bringing it and the backpack accessories and the extra batteries to conventions like San Diego RocketCon and Anime Los Angeles. And of course, if you saw our Comic-Con coverage, you would have seen our other Zotac machine that we use for VR there as well, which was kind of the catalyst for this whole thing. I'm definitely excited to play more VR and get into more VR games like Blade and Sorcery. Walkabout Mini Golf has been a great way to unwind with my buddies online at night. And just one less thing to have to worry about is setting it up every time I want to play. Just clip the clips and call it a day. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this small little snippet. Not really super LAN related, but the VR stuff will be at future events. So make sure you're signed up, and hopefully we'll see you there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.